Join me as I travelled for 23 days and almost 5,000 kilometres across New Zealand. From the north to the South Island, I captured every incredible moment along the way. Visiting Hobbiton, cruising through Milford Sound, hiking epic trails, and spotting dolphins and seals, this journey had it all in New Zealand. Good morning! Today we are heading over to Franz Josef Glacier. So we better get in the car and make our way to the car park. But we did see online...
Did we? What did we see?
It might not be open, so we are a bit afraid if it's not going to be open or not. It does say that it could be, and it does say that it couldn't be. So there's only one way really to find out, and that is go. So we've made it to the car park, and the glacier is just up there, but you can't see it because the trees are in the way. So we're going to head up this. It's a 30-minute return trip. End of the forest walk, glacier view. So this is something you got to check. Every day they will update this, and we've got good conditions today, so that's excellent news. We were worried that we weren't going to be able to do it, weren't we?
Yeah, was it?
Unfortunately, the whole glacier is a no drone zone because of the helicopters, so not allowed. It's left in the car, which is a shame because it'd make amazing views. Also, I'd love to go up in a helicopter, but I think I've seen the price were like, it was $350 per person, which isn't that bad, but you only get like 20 minutes, so it'll feel so fast. And I'm not rich. It is a bit chillier at this end of the car park. And we were just talking about how we are aching all over. Emma's Achilles are hurting, my legs are hurting, and we're quite tired. Chill when you're dead. No. Sleep when you're dead. Or sleep when I'm dead. We've had our first sighting of the glacier. I don't think we're actually going to get... I actually don't think we'll get much closer, to be honest. It's very high up there.
We made it before the clouds.
I don't know why I geared up for like, I was in my head I was going to see a real big one. This one.
It's a bit freaky. High five. Hello. Don't go past here. So I guess before you could trek down there.
Yeah, so I say like 20 tourists were trapped after ignoring the sign.
Yeah. I can only assume that follows that round further. There are a bunch of different hikes you can do, like this one, Alex Knob. That gives you a look out across to the glacier, but Roberts Point seems to get you the closest. We're here. Yes, we have made it, and we've been very lucky because the clouds are apart, right where the glacier is. Kind of epic. There are other hikes to take you much closer, and you can even pay some of the tours to take you all the way onto the glacier. Fun fact, apparently it moves up to 5 meters a day, which it looks like it's just completely still. Well, the walk was very short, so we're going to head back to where it's split and then try the other track and see where that comes out.
A little viewpoint.
Now we're going on Sentinel Rock, that way. Well, we've made it to the top, and it's a bit of more of an incline, a steeper climb up. Didn't take long at all though. Same glacier, different viewpoint. So before, we're down there, and now up here, you can see kind of like where the lake would have been before. And if you look at this little infograph, throughout the years this is how it was. I don't think they had any pictures from back then. But then over the time of climate change, it has decreased, decreased, decreased. And then they've put here, will this be the glacier in 2100? And it's literally less than that already. So kids, this might be the last glacier. There goes a chopper. I reckon the view up there is going to be quite good. A bit noisier though, it's very peaceful where we are. Again, it's one of those things that are just not busy. Like the car park had a few cars in it, but it's just like these two little walks that we've done.
No one
It's
is.
literally dead, look. This is the entire viewing platform. Just me and Emma. It's wonderful. I like New Zealand. It's not busy. We're very used to Asia. It's very busy. People everywhere. We did a glacier hike thing. Can't remember the name of it, but we did it in China and it was rammed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they had canisters of oxygen and they were sitting on the steps and doing our oxygen, walking up a bit. And me and Emma were just walking past them all. A bit confused to be honest. But yeah, I don't know, it was quite high. The altitude was like 4K or something. So I don't know if it was, maybe.
At the top.
And yeah, a lot of people at the top trying to take photos. I've just gone through all my photos and I managed to find the name of the glacier that we did. It was Yulong Snow Mountain Glacier in China, and the altitude we were at was 4,680 meters. So it is quite high, but we just walked up in t-shirts and shorts and no oxygen. It was fine. Excellent. Anyway, we're going to continue back now to the car and continue on the rest of our journey for today. See you in a bit. Is this silly, mummy? Yes, I think it is, especially this big gap. Oh, made it. Okay. And we got back to the car park, and whilst we were there, we seen there was another separate walk the opposite direction to something called Peter's Pool. And it was a 25-minute return trip, very flat apparently because it has wheelchair access. So we're going that way to check it out. A little underwhelming, but we have made it to Peter's Pool. I think the best part is the reflection off the water. Look at this. Again, 1878 to now. That's why we need to reduce, reuse and recycle.
Kids.
And just see the peaky peak. Hello Peak. Peak and Peter. Hey Peter.
Peekaboo.
Roberts Point track, 5-hour return. I'll pass on that, thanks. Not today. I'm lazy. Sorry, you have to excuse the mess in here. I'm just trying to find on Google Maps, there's a lake along the journey as we go to Fox Glacier, but I have no phone signal, so I think we're going to have to drive out of here a little bit until we get to the Franz Josef town where there's signal again, and we can actually get some sort of service to find where we're going. Okay, we've got signal. We're back at Franz Josef, and it's Matheson Lake, so it looks as though we've got a bit more driving to do today. I think we need some fuel, so I'm going to get that. Also, I just seen 2 motorbikes with British plates on. They must be doing a massive, massive journey all the way here. That would be so far and quite impressive. We've made it to Matheson Lake, and we're right now trying to figure out which walk to do. Here's the map. So we're down here. Oh, get my finger. We're down here. We don't know whether to go jetty or to the view of views. Now jetty is only a 45-minute return, but view of views is a 40-minute one way.
Jetty.
Okay, let's go to jetty. Look out, that decides that then. 45-minute return trip. Once we've finished, we're going to treat ourselves to a coffee because we're very tired. And we have another no drone zone. Oh dear. I tell you, I'm not getting much use of my drone around these ends. Oh, the entrance is wonderfully accompanied by a swing bridge. Jetty lookout, 15 minutes, 600 metres. I'll tell you, it's so quiet. Again, another thing we're doing, and it's so quiet. Just listen. It's so quiet. Yeah, it's a lake. Oh, there's a bench. I'm very excited to sit on it. Ah, yes. I'm not even walking very far, but it's just one of those days today of feeling very tired. We've just been sitting on this bench for about 5 minutes, and it's so peaceful. It's so lovely. Seems as though you can get a wonderful reflection from here, but it's a bit wavy. So
yeah, it says it's got to be completely still.
yeah, the water's not still. There's a breeze blowing it, and so we haven't got any reflection. And if it did reflect, we've got clouds.
And trees.
However, with that negativity said, it's still very beautiful. Yeah, I bet on a wonderful sunny day when it's all still, it's even better. That was quite tranquil. And we are now heading to get a coffee. Oh, we've made it back to the swing bridge, almost at the café. And I've had a coffee.
3 shots.
Wait, that Matheson cafe was
Oi.
actually really nice.
Yeah, what the hell?
Great coffee, great view. Shame about the clouds up on the tops of Mount Cook and the other one. What was the other one? Mount Fox Glacier. Mount other one. Anyway, yes. We're heading now to the van, and we're going to then head over to the Fox Glacier walk and see it. I don't even know how long that's going to be. I don't even know how far away it is.
Like walking.
Yeah, but I've had a coffee now, so I'm ready, raring to go.
And he did have a run around and wear his arms around everywhere.
Yeah, I had a triple shot. Through the gaps of the mountains in front of me, you can see the glacier. We've just headed to a viewpoint, and it's basically a car park, but the angle is just right. And you can see between the mountains Fox's Glacier. However, it is kind of cloudy up there, but let me show you. Emma's sitting on a rather nice bench, but this bench is a memorial for people that died in a plane crash. They went to go and skydive in 2010, and they lost their lives on the way up to the skydive to the plane crash. I don't know what happened. I love me a decently placed park bench, especially when it has such a view like that.
Oh, look.
That is a view though, that is.
That's nice.
And I think up there is a
Mount Cook.
cloud.
Oh.
But yeah, behind the cloud is Mount Cook, and it's snow-capped mountains. I can actually see a tiny little glimpse of it between the clouds, but the clouds, yeah, they're ruining it, but it's still rather spectacular. So we've sat on this bench a little while, and the clouds have moved apart slightly, so let me get a better view for ya. Look at that. Up there's the top, down there's the bottom, and in between we can't see. And there's the peak of Mount Cook. It is Mount Cook, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, the peak of Mount Cook. Okay, we've had a sandwich, we've had a little rest, our bellies are full, and now we've driven to the Fox Glacier walk, the southern side, and I don't actually know how long it's going to be because we just crossed the bridge, and before the bridge there was another walk and it said the road was closed 50 minutes from this point, and that's not even a return walk. However, I can see in front of me. So we've just figured it out. We're doing this glacier viewpoint via the south side, walkway, cycleway, 1.5 hours return. And that will take us from here, the car park, along this green line, and then hopefully to a spectacular viewpoint here, here, and the glacier is that way. So let's go. As we keep walking up this track, the odd helicopter tour keeps passing overhead. Yeah, look, there's one. One's come in. But it does seem quite short because the time we're in the car park, one has passed and come back, which must have been probably about 15 minutes, not at all that long. But I also did see a sign in the town, a price advertised for $150, which I think is very cheap. Very, very cheap. It's a very, very wide walkway up here. Look at that width. This walkway seems to follow a lovely little stream river, Fox River. I can only assume that's the name of it. No, We've just hopped off the guided path and come across this part, which kind of looks awesome. We just need to keep heading up that way, up the path. We've been about 25 minutes, and I just wanted to comment on the eerie sound of distant waves or like river rapids crashing that kind of like echoes through the forest. It's a bit eerie. I think we've reached a viewpoint. Oh wow.
Oh, that is cool. A bit cloudy though.
The break in the trees are so cool. Well, that was viewpoint number one. There was a sign there that said another 35 minutes return will get you to the riverside viewpoint. And actually a couple that we passed, they said just keep going, just keep going. So we are. We've reached to what seems to be an old car park. Oh, it actually says Glacier View Road car park. Or was that? No, that's not going back. No, this is an old car park. It's an old car park. So it looks as though you used to be able to drive up here. But now, no, no, no. Not allowed. That makes sense why the path's so wide then. And why there's a big Arnco barrier on the bridge.
I didn't realise it was a card because it had that in front of the glacier and I was like, what?
Glacier's just round the mountain.
And behind all the clouds.
Fox's Glacier Mint. This is Mills Creek. And apparently it's dangerous to go in there, so we're not going to do that. Not like the two people that I just seen come over. It says apparently at any time the boulders could landslide down the way. In fact, you can see an old landslide that's gone down there. And over to the left there's a beautiful little stream streaming down the side of the mountain.
So five.
And I've just been squatting on this here log or stump whilst we've been trying to wait for these clouds to pass, but I don't think it's happening. I don't think the clouds are going to go away, which is unfortunate. However, we haven't got all day and we need to start heading back. It's going to be about 40 minutes back to the car, and then from there we still have 2 hours to drive until we get to a place called Haast. So that's where we'll eventually be camping. So we'll hopefully just getting there before daylight is lost. On the way to our campsite, and we've pulled over at a place called Ship Creek. I'm going up some really steep staircase. Oh, cute.
Can you see the Jew?
No. You see the car park, you see the beach, and you can see Ship Creek. Look at that wonderful sunset.
How gorgeous.
Yeah, beach, 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 beach. Beach, beach, beach. I've got sand in my shoes now. We were just in that, and bloody great mountain behind. Oh my god, there's so many sandflies here, babe. Emma's gone running up the June Lake walk, but I might just send the drone over and be lazy. Race, yeah. Oh yes, we're recording. So we've had a stinker. Before the Haast Pass, which was tomorrow's plan, we were planning to stop off at one of the campsites. There really isn't that many. So the one that we decided to head to, about the only one, I think there might have been two, it was fully booked. There's only one. It was fully booked. We turned up at the door, two other people in front of us, they were turning them away, they turned us away, and then we were like, oh no, so where are we going to stay now? So we've headed up the Haast Pass to try and get to another campsite, which that one has no showers, and I'm going to hate it because I like showers. Also, this is why we're doing this trail right now. Along the way, we were planning to do this part tomorrow, Roaring Billy Falls, and the Spider-Man, and we don't want to miss it tomorrow, so we're kind of doing it now before it gets dark, and we are marching it. The car park was completely empty. We have booked the campsite, yeah, but in addition, we need to cook and we need to eat before it gets dark, so we're going to run and do this, and then run back to the camper van, cook dinner. When it comes to actually rolling up to the campsite, we're just going to get in bed, brush our teeth and get in bed, lay on the bed, probably fully clothed. My legs are killing me from all the sandflies, and the water's over there somewhere, and I don't know what's going on anymore. I just want to go to my bed. I'm joking, but it's all good fun, isn't it? It's good fun for the camping, and hopefully can have a nice shower somewhere tomorrow. Don't know where, but we're going to try it. Anyway, rant over, let's go and enjoy Billy Falls. Billy Roaring Billy. And just after all that ranting, we've literally arrived here at Roaring Billy Falls. It was actually 1 minute after my massive rant. Up there, look.
It's so nice.
It's actually very pretty.
It's woolly.
I'd assume this used to be a riverbed, but it's all dried up. I'm not really sure. It doesn't say not to walk across it, so this is kind of cool. Hey, there's people down there.
Oh, look, everyone's left it.
Look at, yeah, Roaring Billy.
Oh, you should have been.
Look at this, we have golden hour, the sun is setting, but all these previous visitors have made little rock castles on the tree that's washed up, which is rather cool. Rock stack cinematic. Rock stack cinematic. Billy Falls cinematic. What a lovely little addition to the end of the day. That's cool. How did they get down there? Can you see them in the middle? There's a van parked down there. I don't see a way of driving down there unless you're just going over these huge stones. But nonetheless, our little van wouldn't make it down there, and that sun is rather awesome. I always think trees and mountains and stuff look best in this kind of daylight when it's like golden hour sunset. Oh, Billy! We made a quick rock stack, so I'll bring you over here and show you which one we made. It looks like a burger, because I quite like burgers. Oh, there's some this side too. There's our burger. All the rest go from big to small, and ours is a burger.
We like burgers.
I like burgers.
It must sound, honestly, like we planned what to say.
Tell you what though, there's so many perfect skimming stones.
Yeah, look.
Anyway, we really need to head back to the van now before it gets dark and cook our pasta.
Papa.
Okay, update. Sorry I'm dressed like this. There are sandflies everywhere and my legs are killing. There's one on the window here, wait. Oh, it's not going to focus on it. There's literally outside hundreds of them. Hundreds. They're horrible. My legs are covered in bites and we've killed a bunch of them inside, but we let loads in whilst we were trying to get the food stuff. Anyway, we've eaten and I'm gonna have to just sleep like this, fully clothed. We're gonna head now to the campsite and just pull up, brush our teeth and sleep. So I'll probably just, I don't know what to do, maybe end it here. If not, I don't know, maybe I'll see you in like a split second.